Okay, let's all take a deep breath. If you've been watching Emmerdale for the last few weeks, you've probably been asking one question over and over. Who is this Kev guy? He showed up all mystery and quiet intensity, and we just knew he was going to be trouble. But none of us, absolutely none of us, could have predicted the bombshell that was about to drop. In a twist that sent shockwaves through the entire fandom, it wasn't just another dark connection from Robert Sugden's past. It's not just an old cellmate, it's his husband. That's right. While locked away in prison, Robert Sugden didn't just find a friend. He found a partner, and they apparently tied the knot. And in a move that felt like a dagger to the heart of Robrun fans everywhere, Robert kept this little detail, well, completely secret from Aaron Dingle. Now, the man behind the mystery, actor Christopher Cogill, is teasing what's next for his incredibly dangerous character, Kev Townsend. And trust us, you're going to want to buckle up. The kiss that changes everything. If you thought things were complicated before, next week is set to pour gasoline on an already raging fire. We're all braced for the moment that's been brewing. Aaron is about to see Kev and Robert sharing a kiss. Just imagine that for a second. The confusion, the betrayal, the pure, unfiltered heartbreak in Aaron's eyes. He's just gotten Robert back, just started to find some semblance of normal, and now this, a stranger, kissing his partner. Aaron, being Aaron, doesn't just let it slide. He demands an explanation, and frankly, we're all right there with him, screaming at the TV. Speaking ahead of these gut-punched scenes, Christopher Cogill admits this whole situation is a tangled, emotional mess. It's complicated, isn't it? He shares, and that, Chris, might be the understatement of the year. But this isn't some whirlwind romance. The feelings Kev has for Robert are obsessive, dark, and twisted. Kev is unhinged, Cogill states plainly, cutting right to the chase. There are genuine feelings there for Robert, but they're not quite what they should be. This isn't love, it's possession, and that's what makes Kev so terrifying. More than just a baddie, a psychopath in the village. We've seen our fair share of villains stroll into the Dales. We've had schemers, murderers, and manipulators. But according next to Cogill, Kev is on another level entirely. He's an incredibly dangerous person, Cogill warns. People thought, here's another baddie, but he isn't. He's a criminal, and he's got psychopathic tendencies. Let's just pause on that phrase, psychopathic tendencies. Those aren't words you just throw around in the woolpack. This implies a coldness, a lack of empathy, a chilling willingness to do anything to get what he wants. This isn't about village drama. This is about a genuinely dangerous man who, according to the actor, wouldn't have any qualms about physically attacking anybody. Well, almost anybody. Apart from possibly Robert, Cogill adds, hinting at that one, warped vulnerability. This sets the stage for a kind of tension we haven't seen in a long time. Kev isn't just here to stir the pot, he's here to blow it up. The unstoppable force versus the immovable object. Kev versus Aaron. Naturally, Kev's arrival has sent Aaron and Victoria, Robert's ride or dies, into a tailspin. But the dynamics aren't as clear-cut as you might think. When it comes to Aaron, it's pure venom. We, Kev and Aaron, don't like each other. There is a lot of tension with Aaron, Cogill says, adding how much he enjoys the electric scenes with actor Danny Miller. This is the showdown we're all waiting for. Aaron is a dingle. He's tough, he's protective, and he's not going to let some stranger waltz in and destroy his family. But Kev is a psychopath. It's a powder keg waiting for a spark. And what about the rest of the Dingle clan? Aaron's a dingle, but I wouldn't like to have a fight with Cain, Cogill laughs. Smart man. Charity and chastity, they get involved to a degree, but a lot of it is concentrated between the three of us. This is personal. It's a toxic triangle between Kev, Robert, and Aaron, and it feels like someone is going to get seriously hurt. But here's when the story takes a turn you'd never expect. While Kev is all ice and danger to Aaron, Victoria sees something else. There's quite a nice, little underlying thing with Victoria, Cogill reveals, surprising everyone. She sees a vulnerability in him, and there's some quite sweet stuff that happens. Vulnerability? Sweet stuff? From the unhinged psychopath. How does that even work? The twist, the monster is a dying man. This is it. This is the twist that changes everything. As the plot unraveled, we learned the shocking truth. Kev is terminally ill. He's dying. Suddenly, the sweet stuff Victoria sees makes sense. The vulnerability is real. The man who was terrorizing Robert and Aaron is also facing his own mortality. But just when your heart starts to soften, Emmerdale hits us with the real gut punch. Why is Robert sticking by him? Why is he enduring this dangerous, obsessive man? It's not for love, it's not for pity, it's for the inheritance. Robert Sugden is playing the long game, trying to keep his dying, dangerous husband on side just long enough to secure his money. It's cold, it's calculated, and it's so perfectly, tragically Robert. This double whammy, Kev's illness and Robert's greed, throws the whole story into a new light. Is Kev's psychopathic behavior a symptom of his desperation and nothing left to lose mentality? And how dark is Robert willing to go to get what he wants? From psychopath to baking cakes? For Christopher Coghill, this incredible complexity is exactly what made him jump at the role, even knowing it had a built-in expiration date. When I was offered it and I was told that he dies, I thought, I like Emmerdale and I'd like to be around for a bit. So I'd want to come and do something that had some potential longevity, he admits. But when I was told what the character was and that they weren't meeting anybody else, I thought, actually this sounds like a right laugh. A right laugh is one way to put it. He loves the challenge of playing a character who is a walking contradiction. One day I can be a psychopath and the next day I'm doing something quite touching, like baking cakes. If you're a soap fan, you might remember Coghill from his iconic and deeply controversial role as Tony King in EastEnders. He shares that the reaction to that groundbreaking, difficult storyline was massive. People didn't even want that to be on screen, he recalls. He knows that role typecast him for a while. I pretty much always play wrong uns, he laughs. I do stuff that gets a reaction. But he insists that Kev is a different beast entirely. This isn't on the same level as EastEnders, he says. I think people will be surprised by what I'm doing. We're already surprised, Christopher, and we're absolutely gripped. This story has it all: the return of a beloved character, a shocking secret marriage, a villain who is both terrifying and tragic, and a motive so cold it burns. How far will Kev go before he dies? Will he try to take Aaron down with him? And will Robert's heartless scheme pay off, or will it cost him the one person he truly loves? One thing is for certain, the Dales are about to get incredibly dangerous, and you will not want to miss a single second.